Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you was just tuned in, you saw the Miami Dolphins beat the Vegas Raiders to go to the Super Bowl. In the second game of the day, we got the Atlanta Falcons, who went 13-3 on the regular season, to take on the two-time defending Super Bowl champion Washington football team. Let's see what these guys can do today. Washington's trying to become the first team in NFL history
For my money, it's
to win 3 consecutive Super Bowls. But they got to get out of this game first.
Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington football team.
Sterling Humphrey there to kick off for the Falcons.
Here we go onto the field.
For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship.
Love will not bring it out the end zone. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Washington football team. This is one of the best units in the league. They are the number 2 offense in the NFL. They're third best in passing. They're not that good running the ball, but they're the number 1 scoring offense in the league with 42 points a game. Third in touchdown pass with over 61. What's going on, Terror Artists from YouTube? We said, let's go ATL. We can't win that in real life, so we need to win this. Oh, man. First down and 10 for Washington and Mitch Trubisky. He handed off to Antonio Gibson. That's going to be a gain of 8.
After a pickup of 8, second and 2.
There's going to no huddle.
It's a gain of 8.
Since receivers in motion.
And 2 at the 33-yard line.
Mitch Trubisky looking. He's going to throw it away. Oh, actually, it's going to be complete. But he lost a yard. That's going to be third down and 3. This will be a big opportunity for the Falcons to get off the field on third down.
Dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they
third down and 3.
And it won't help them at contract time.
Jarrell said, you going to string guard doing this? Yes, sir, I am. Mitch Trubisky dumps it down. First down to Antonio Gibson. That's going to be a gain of about 14 yards. First down for Washington.
I
think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10 after a big conversion on third and short. They had it back to Gibson. And Gibson gains about 5 yards, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be 6. Second down and 4.
And that'll make it second and 4.
49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Trubisky's going to send his receivers in motion. They are right inside of Atlanta territory at the 49. He goes back to Antonio Gibson, and he stays on his feet. What is going on here? Gain for 6, and that's going to be a first down. That was a weird animation by EA. But first and 10 for the Washington football team.
They did in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
We had it back to Gibson. He's going to gain 5 yards. This is not a team that's known for running the ball, but they're coming out running this ball to start this game. I believe they respect this Falcon defense that much. Play action for Mitch Trubisky. He rolls out the pocket. Downfield. That's going to be incomplete. It is third down and 5. That's a huge break for the Falcon defense. That could have been first and goal.
But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
third down and 5.
Trying to keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Hands it off to Gibson. First down to the 21-yard line, right outside the red zone.
good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21.
First and 10 at the 21 after a big game. The running game has been very effective for these Washington football team. They don't have a name, of course. We go back to Gibson, and way to shoot. The gap is the Falcons' defensive line.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Sometimes you just
second down and 14.
Do defensively. Speed, strength,
not sure if
quickness,
Washington's trying to fill out these Atlanta Falcons first before they try to throw the football, but this rushing attack has been pretty effective to start this game.
Second and 14.
Second down and 14. Sending the receiver in motion. Timeout for Washington, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. I guess they don't like what they saw from the Falcons.
Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
This Falcon unit is the third best defense in the league. They're number 7 in passing, number 6 in rushing. Sending Jeff with that in motion. Mitch Trubisky is going to be hit as he threw, but he still caught the ball. Gain of 10. Third down and 4.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Mitch Trubisky's going to roll, and that's going to be complete to Jonnu Smith for, is that a first? It's 4th and inches. And I'm just about certain they're not going to go for it, or they're not going to kick a field goal. This is going to be a 4th down attempt. First big moment of this football game.
And on their first drive, the offense
4th and inches.
They're going to go for it on 4th.
For the Washington football team. They're going to throw the ball. Trubisky, end zone, touchdown, Washington. And that is Terry McLaurin. And the long drop pays off for Washington. Kick is away, and it is good. 7-0 for Washington. This is one of the most efficient groups in the league. These guys are trying to go back to the Super Bowl and play last year's opponent, which is the Miami Dolphins.
They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here goes the kick. And they're going to let the ball bounce into the end zone, and that's where the Atlanta Falcons will step onto the field. This is they're not the most productive offense in the league, but they score. That's all that matters. 9th in the league with 32 points per game. They were number 7 in touchdown passes with 42.
They'll come out with a 3.
More Deeks, what's up? Checking in from YouTube, said, let's go. Come on, Falcons. 1st and 10 for Zach Wilson, this Atlanta Falcon offense. They hand it off to Dalvin Cook, and Dalvin Cook's going to gain about 4 yards.
29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it.
2nd down and 6. Dalvin Cook had a pretty productive year for the Atlanta Falcons. He had 1,175 yards rushing and 14 touchdowns. Also had 697 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns. And go to Dalvin Cook, and Dalvin's going to have a first down. Gain of 8.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Going 1st and 10 for these Atlanta Falcons. Is trying to get to the Super Bowl for the first time since 2016. Sending John Ross in motion. See what these guys got cooked up against one of the best defensive units in the league. Zach Wilson zones the field. He's gonna throw. Oh, that could have been picked off.
Intercepted. That's one he would have liked to have held on to.
That's a huge break for the Falcons. That could have been intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him,
second down and 10.
Third down to fall back on.
Zach Wilson looking. He's going to throw, and it's going to be intercepted by Fabian Moreau, and that might be 6. It's going to be a touchdown for Washington.
It is a pick 6 for Washington touchdown.
Oh, you couldn't have that mistake happen at this point in the football game, but it is early.
Because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games,
Here we go. Washington on to try to extend this lead to 14. It is good. 14-0 for Washington. Again, if you're just tuning in, if you didn't see the first game, the Miami Dolphins returned to the Super Bowl. And the Washington football team was their opponent last season. They're trying to go avenge last year's loss and prevent the first three-peat in NFL history.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6.
Here goes the kick. Ball's going to bounce into the end zone. Let's see how Atlanta rebounds from that unfortunate moment early, just a few minutes ago. They're going up against a defense in Washington that has the most sacks in the NFL. They're 4th in interceptions. They're number 1 in sacks. They're number 3 in scoring. You don't move the ball out on this defense.
Now a second
and a timeout for Atlanta.
So as they take it over, we step aside.
First and 10 for Atlanta. They got to try to rebound from that unfortunate interception. They hand it to Dunn, who's going to gain about 9 yards.
Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball.
Second down and 1, under a minute left in the first quarter.
Just to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They hand it to Dalvin Cook, and he's going to be short of the first down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And it's third down.
Third down and 3. Atlanta cannot afford to go 3 and out here. Not against this group. Zach Wilson. He's going to look. He's got Reggie Davis wide open, and he may be gone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Reggie Davis cuts into the lead.
A big play there. 68 yards. And
what a response by the Falcons.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
And to cut the lead to 7, it is good. Atlanta with a big-time response right there. This unit went 13-3 on the regular season. The number 2 seed, they beat the Cowboys and the Rams to get here. The Washington football team had the number 1 seed in the NFC. They beat the Carolina Panthers to be at this point again.
Now following the touchdown,
here goes the kick. And Love's going to take a knee. Washington's up 7 with 4 seconds left in the first quarter. We've seen a lot of fireworks from both teams early on in this football game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the touchdown during
we go first and 10 for Washington. Let's see if these guys capitalize off of their previous touchdown.
Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have.
First and 10 for Mitch Trubisky. He goes across field. That's caught by Jonnu Smith and into Atlanta territory. That's how the first quarter will end.
of this first quarter. Through one quarter,
the first quarter's over, and Washington leads by 7.
Falcons 7.
So the big play gets him across.
First down and 10 to the 41-yard line of Atlanta is the Washington football team. Mitch Trubisky is looking downfield. He's going to throw a completion to Emmanuel Hall. That's going to be a gain of about 8, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, it's a gain of 7. Second down and 3.
The pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense.
Just short of the first down. They're in field goal range, which is a good thing.
I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy.
And there's going to be a flag on the play. It's going to be a delay of game for Washington.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Not sure if that was a purpose mistake or not. But either way, it's going to be second down and 8 at the 38-yard line.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8 at the 38-yard line for Washington after a delay of game penalty. Mitch Trubisky across field. That's going to be Jonnu Smith, and that's going to be close to a touchdown down at the 1. First and goal for Washington. And then the up-tempo will be Washington.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Trubisky hands it off, and Gibson is stuck at the goal line. Gain of nothing. Second down and goal.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Trubisky end zone, wide open touchdown for Jonnu Smith.
Washington. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
This is one of the most efficient offenses in the league, and it is showing early in this game. Kick is away. It is perfect. 21-7 is our score here.
Makes this Washington 21, Falcons 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here goes the kick. He's going to kick it into the end zone, and Atlanta will take over at the 25-yard line. This offense has to keep up with this unit on the other side of the ball.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination.
First and 10 for the Falcons. A little over 5 minutes left in the first half. They hand it off down. This is done. Excuse me. Then he's going to gain a yard.
Gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Two minutes gone by.
Here we go. Second down and 9 at the 26. Hands it off to Dunn, and Dunn gains nothing. Third down and 9.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Zach Wilson dumps it down to Dunn, and that's going to be a gain of only a yard. And that was a very rough possession for Atlanta right there. They got to punt the ball. Not the ideal thing that you want to do down 14 on the road. And kick is away. Out of bounds to Washington. Let's see, can Atlanta's defense make a big-time stand? Because this game is definitely not in their favor in the first half. But anything can happen. This is a long football game.
They're set ready for this next drive.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Hey, Trubisky didn't sign with Washington. This is a Madden league, so, this is like a couple years into the Madden league. Hands it off to Antonio Gibson. That's a gain of 9.
Need to make in the passing game.
Pass rush.
Can this offense go deep? Can this offense put a step on this game? Gibson is going to be stuck for a loss of 5 and still in the no huddle. Third down and 6.
And that'll lead here to a third down.
Trubisky across field is going to be caught.
Before he does pick up the first.
And that's another first down. You cannot continue to have those type of opportunities in this football game. They're happening too far and few in between. First down for Washington. Washington has the intriguing opportunity of a lifetime. Washington has a shot to go win 3 consecutive Super Bowls. However, they got a tough opponent on the opposite side in the AFC with the Miami Dolphins. Could have nearly won that game last year. But that's a story for another day. This game is far from over. Mitch Trubisky. Downfield. That's going to be caught by Jeff Bidette. He's having an efficient start to this football game. 11 of 12 with 2 touchdown passes.
At their 49-yard line.
Second down in inches. Mitch Trubisky. And that's going to be caught. It's caught by Jonnu Smith. And he's just in no huddle at this point, right before the 2-minute warning. But that in motion, that's going to be the 2-minute warning. And Washington has a 14-point lead.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Mitch Trubisky zones the field, downfield. Is that caught? That's caught by Jeff Bidette into the red zone for Washington.
Give him 30 yards there. So after the
oh, man, he's zone locked in right now is Mitch Trubisky. Trubisky. Downfield touchdown, Antonio Gibson. And Washington extends the lead.
3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Kick is away, and it is perfect, 28-7 for Washington.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now.
Here goes another kick. Let's see. The beauty is Atlanta can cut into this lead. They got to score now. Down 21 in the second quarter. You got to make this moment happen now, or this game could be out of hand before halftime. Let's see, can these guys rebound up? Again, the winner of this game is awaiting the Miami Dolphins in the AFC, who just won against the Las Vegas Raiders 41-29 earlier today. Tyree Jackson had an outstanding showing for Miami. Zach Wilson is going to be hit, and that might be intentional grounding, and it is. Which makes it 2nd and fix-it, Jesus, at the 8-yard line of Atlanta. This is starting to get a little out of hand.
A loss of down.
Hope these guys can rebound.
They lose the yardage, and of course, they
2nd and 25 at the 8.
And it's quickly 2nd and long.
Zach Wilson He will get a completion and done.
Backfield complete.
Gain of
And
9.
they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Gain of 9.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to be staring
And
at a
third down
and
and
long
16 for Atlanta. Little bit over a minute left before the half. If they could get any type of points, it would be amazing for these guys. Zach Wilson will send John Ross in motion. Third and 17, he's hit, and that's going to be incomplete. 4th and 16, and they have to punt. Wait a minute, they may be going for it on 4th down.
That one ended up incomplete.
Again, for this league, there is no playoff rule as far as 4th down. I guess he feels that he has to go for it now. I don't know what this coach is thinking. I'd rather punt the ball, but let's see what happens. Zach Wilson is going to be sacked by Minder, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Washington. Why did he do that in the first place?
And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
I think the coach just sort of panicked there. And that's going to be 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Little under a minute left in this first half. Trubisky has it to Antonio Gibson. He's going to gain 2 yards.
Way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal at the 7.
On 2nd
Mitch Trubisky will throw it away.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He's passed. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd and goal.
If you're Atlanta, if you can hold them to a field goal here, that'd be awesome. This has been a great This has been a great time of the game for these guys. On 3rd down, they've been efficient the entire drive. 20 seconds remaining before the half. Emmanuel Hall is going to go into motion and timeout for Washington.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's
3rd and goal at the 7. Sending Emmanuel Hall in motion. Mitch Trubisky rolls out. He's going to run. And he's going to be tackled after a gain of 1. And there's going to be up for a field goal attempt.
It's now 4th and goal.
A good stand for Atlanta, but unfortunately, they could walk away with 3 points here to make it a 24-point lead.
Field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Kick is up, and it's good. 31-7. 10 seconds remaining before the half.
And that will extend the lead out to 24. So with time running out in the half, they were forced to settle there for the short field goal.
And you and I both know they would have loved one more shot at the end zone before they decided to settle for that field goal. But it was a prudent, smart play. Take the points and move on.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And Reggie Davis is going to bring it out the end zone. And he's going to get it to the 18.
So the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
As rough as this game has been, Atlanta will have the opportunity to get the ball to open the second half. So maybe the second half could be good to these guys.
And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee.
They hand it to Dalvin Cook. Oh, I think he was juking a little too much. He might have been gone.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half,
he had a strong opportunity at being gone for a touchdown just then.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. Right before the half, what do these guys have additionally right here? Second and 3, and it's caught by Reggie Davis, and Reggie Davis will get a first down, but that's your half. Washington is 1 half away from going to their 3rd consecutive Super Bowl. However, they're still at first, they're still at a half.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Reggie Davis is going to get it to the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Washington game out in a strong first half. Let's see, can Atlanta get back in this football game?
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
John Ross goes into motion. Here we go. Zach Wilson play action. He dumps it down to Harris. It's going to be a first down to the 39.
Just shy of the 40, they'll mark him down at the 39.
The unfortunate thing about this game is that Zach Wilson really hasn't had a bad outing. Had the rough interception for 6, and then they had another 4th down unfortunate turnover downfield. It is incomplete. Oh my goodness, he had him beat for a touchdown.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say
2nd and 10 at the 39.
It's hard to execute against them.
Zach Wilson rolls out. He dumps it down to Dunn. That's going to be a first down, and then saw him into Washington territory. I was surprised he didn't go to Reggie Davis, who was open downfield for a potential big play. But hey, either way, it's the first down.
Ability on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40. Zach Wilson will roll out. What was he doing?
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
I've seen a lot of things in Madden, but I've never seen anything like that. 2nd down and 10.
Comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And
they hand it off to Dalvin Cook, and Dalvin, that could have been 6. A great tackle.
11 yards there, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you need good blocking up.
1st and 10 at the 29.
Every one of these RPOs, if you do it right,
they go back to Dalvin Cook, and Dalvin Cook will gain 4 yards.
That allows you to fool the defense.
When Dalvin Cook has the opportunity to get the ball in this game, he's actually been pretty effective.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6. Zach Wilson It's going to be sacked.
Under pressure and down he
And it's
goes.
going to be Chase Young with the sack to make it third and 6. Jesus, the 36-yard line for Washington and the Atlanta Falcons. Weather this storm here. Third down and 17. They got to walk away with points of some sort in this drive. Zach Wilson downfield. That's going to be caught. First and goal for Atlanta. Big time throw on third down.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hands it off. And that's Dalvin Cook is going to get a gain of 3.
Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and goal.
Here's a second.
There's going to be a play action. Zach Wilson's going to roll out. What is he doing? He throws it away.
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This has been a long drive. You got to
third down and goal at the 7.
Now on third and goal.
Zach Wilson's going to roll out. End zone picked off by Isaac Taylor Stewart. And oh man, what a crushing into this drive.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Hands it off to Antonio Gibson, and that's going to be a couple of yards.
It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now second and 7 from the 23.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, 18. Red,
Let's see what Washington does here. They look like they're trying to run some clock. Trubisky to Antonio Gibson. That's going to be a first down to the 43. It's looking like it's going to potentially be, once again, a Super Bowl rematch between Miami and Washington.
Even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter, I think they keep taking.
This is one of the best offensive units in the league. They're going to have a tough matchup on their hands. Looks like they're running clock. Mitch Trubisky looking downfield. That is going to be caught to the 2-yard line for Emmanuel Hall. First and goal. Sending the receivers in motion. And it's going to be a delay game.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5.
First and goal, at the 7. Just exactly 1 minute left in the third quarter. Washington is trying to put themselves in a deficit that's not going to be able to be overcome by Atlanta to go up to another Super Bowl. Dumps it down. Terry McLaurin is going to take a hit to the 4. Second and goal.
Contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
They hand it off.
Give it here to his
Gibson,
running back.
touchdown,
And he takes
Washington.
it in. Touchdown, Washington.
And this game has gotten a little bit out of reach here in Washington. They're getting ready to see, can they go for uncharted territory in NFL history. Nobody has had an opportunity to play for a three-peat. They are a little over a minute left in the third quarter and a full fourth away from getting this opportunity.
Returnable here for Davis. And the tackle going to be made right
to the 25-yard line, under a minute to go. Washington getting closer to heading back to the Super Bowl to take on the Miami Dolphins. Last year, they beat the Miami Dolphins 33-28 in the Super Bowl, and Fabio Moreau had Super Bowl MVP. This is a better unit for the Dolphins than it was last year, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told
if you're Atlanta, you know this is a rough outing, but do not hold your head. They had a great season. This Washington squad has just been lethal. That's the end of the third quarter. Washington is 1 quarter away from returning to the Super Bowl for the third consecutive year.
Just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Zach Wilson was on the field, throws it to Dunn. That's going to be a gain of 6.
And he's able to get out to the 32.
Third down and 3.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Zach Wilson will dump it down, first down.
That's Harris.
And Atlanta still moving the ball. They're going to go no huddle and go no tempo for the Falcons. This has been a rough outing again today. But Washington, the story's going to be, can they do the unthinkable? I think it's going to be a little challenging for them this time around, going up against this unit in Miami, but we'll cross that before we get there. That game is going to be played at some point today. I'm not sure they're going to run it back to back. We'll let you know when they play that game. Zach Wilson downfield, incomplete.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Third.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Zach Wilson on 3rd and 10. He's going to dump it down to Dunn. 4th down and 5. And of course, at this point in the game, you're going to go for it.
Defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost.
A little over 5 minutes left in this football game. Zach Wilson. And it's incomplete, and Washington will take over on down. He had a receiver opened up field, but I don't think he saw it in time. Washington trying to close this game out and get ready for their trip to the Super Bowl. He's going to hand it back off to Antonio Gibson, and Gibson is gone. That's going to be a touchdown. Yes, it will be. Touchdown, Washington. That makes it a 38-point lead here with 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Kick is away, and it is perfect. Washington, Miami, the rematch. For the ones watching that is tuned in from the league, I don't know who you're picking in that game. It's going to be a close one. But this squad in Washington, they have been tough.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone.
Here goes Reggie Davis, going to bring it out the end zone to the 17-yard line.
Coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but Obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
First and 10 at the 17. Zach Wilson's going to roll out and throw it away.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays.
Third down and 10. Zach Wilson's going to roll out downfield, and it's going to be picked off by Quintero Cole, and that's to the 50-yard line at midfield.
At the 50-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or
Washington,
even in their college days when they were used to being
these guys are
dominant.
tough.
In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here goes De'Aaron King.
He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They dump it down to Jeff Burdett. Good tackle by A.J. Terrell. And that's going to be third down and 4.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Trubisky throws it out of bounds, and they're going to punt the ball more than likely.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It's going to be 4th down and 4.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
What's the motion?
Miss Trubisky is incomplete, and Atlanta will get the ball back.
And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
First and 10, 4:03 remaining in this game. Let's see can these Falcons get back, get on the board. Been a rough outing for these guys. And John Ross is incomplete. Under 4 minutes remaining.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
Second down and 10 at the 44-yard line. Zach Wilson is going to be hit and picked off again by Quintero Cole for the second interception of the game. And now with 3:52 remaining.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense.
They're going to hand it off to Antonio Gibson, and Grady Jarrett with a solid tackle, gain of 5. He's had 14 carries for 99 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Very impressive. That's not big on running the ball.
At the 39-yard line.
But they've had an outstanding showing today. The Miami Dolphins await the Washington football team in the Super Bowl rematch for the first time since we saw the Cowboys and Bills play in back-to-back Super Bowls in 93 and 94. I'm going to be interested to see how the adjustments are made for this year's bowl in comparison to last. It was a great game last time around. Trubisky downfield to Terry McLaurin.
Full extension, and he's got it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
37-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37. That's a gain of 6.
At the 31-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
Trubisky will throw.
A little bit over the 2-minute warning. Antonio Gibson first down and a 2-minute warning.
And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 21, and Atlanta, this is a rough day for them. Washington is getting ready to take this trip to play the Dolphins in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
They hand it off to Antonio Gibson. And 1st and 10 at the 9. That may be 1st and goal, and it is.
First down as well.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow.
Antonio Gibson is doing what he does best in the playoff run. They dump it down, and Badet gets it to the 5. For the life of us, run the clock out. Why are you trying to run the score up, sir? Second down and goal at the 5.
Smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mitch Trubisky downfield. That's going to be a touchdown to Jonnu Smith. And Washington extends their lead to 45 points. Kick is away, and it is good. 1:11 left in the game. Washington extends this lead to 52-7.
Like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, I like your respect. Give them more than when I get expected.
As we get to the 1 minute and 11-second point per game, Miami and Washington will be playing in the Super Bowl. We're going to have to get these guys scheduled.
This will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Atlanta's going to take a knee. Washington, Miami, rematch.
You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
We're going to get these guys scheduled and get these guys locked in for this Super Bowl. Thank you for tuning in for back-to-back games of the AFC and NFC Championship Game. Winner of this game is the Washington football team. They're going to try something that has never been done before. 3 trips to the Super Bowl and 3 wins in a row. But the Miami Dolphins are tough. We're going to see what happens. As the time ticks away, salute to these Atlanta Falcons. It was a rough day for them, but they deserve to get here. They had a great regular season. They started off 10-0 in the regular season and finished 13-3. These guys have played well. Good luck to the next 2 guys ahead. And game over 52-7. Washington is headed back to the Super Bowl for the third year in a row. Thank you for tuning in to the NTB NFC Championship game. You will be notified as soon as we get ready for the next Super Bowl. Super Bowl will be Miami and Washington. Until next time, thank you for tuning in to back-to-back conference title games.